Hello and welcome to your third lesson on JavaScript. In this lesson we will talk about logical operators such as and, or, not, and also the methods for comparing numbers. In the previous lesson we learned about if-else conditional, but we talked very small amount of time about using numbers in conditionals. So in this lesson we will talk about how to do that. So for example, let's create two variables. Variable a, which will be equal to 20, and one more variable, variable b, which will be equal to 100. So let's compare these two and set them both equal to the largest one. So we will do this by writing an if-else statement, if-else conditional. So we write if b is more than a, do the following. If b is more than a and we want both to be equal to the largest value, we need to set a equal to b. Next, we should write else, and else should be the reverse of the if. So b equals to a. Now let's console log b. Let's console log b. And let's console log a. As you can see, our program works well, and both values are set to be equal to the largest one. Okay, now let's set a back to 20. So right now I want to check if a is smaller than b. So the result will be the same. If a is smaller than b, let's set a equal to 7. And let's console log a, we get 7. That's because a is indeed smaller than b. But what if b is equal to 7 and we want to check if a is smaller or equal to b? We do this by writing the following. A is smaller than equal sign b. And we write b equal to 70. As you can see, b is equal to 70. That's because a was less than or equal to, actually equal to b. If we want to do the reverse, we write if b is more than or equal to a, which is true, and we'll set b to 77. Console.log b. We actually see the value which is recorded, but it's a good practice to write console log, so you learn it better. As you can see, b is equal to 77. That's because b was indeed more than or equal to a. Now let's consider the case when we want b not be equal to a. We will write this by writing a not symbol. So b not equals to a, which is true, and we'll write b equal to 777. So you can see that the value of b was recorded as 777. And you can also write this by conjunction of two conditions. You do this by creating two brackets and writing this symbol between them 2 times, which is equivalent to AND. So both should be true to the conditional to be true at the end. So in this case, if we want to check that A, for example, is more than or equal to B, and A is less than or equal to B, this will be equivalent to saying that the condition will be true only if A is equal to B. And we want a reverse of that. So in this case, we write another brackets and we put not in front of them. Next, we write B is equal to 7,777. And as you can see, the new value of B was recorded. The next logical operator is operator OR. So let's do the same thing but in reverse. So we will write A is more than or equal to B, or we need to write A is more than B, or A is smaller than B. So if either one of these is true, then the line will be executed. So let's write B is equal to 678. And as you can see, the number was indeed recorded. These are really basic logical operators and really basic ways to compare numbers. So now for the homework, I want to ask you to practice the OR, AND, and NOT operators by writing several conditionals. And for practice, you can take, for example, your age and check if it's more than 18, less than 18, more than 40, less than 40, between 20 and 30, between 30 and 40, and etc. Make about 10 different conditionals using all the logical operators. This will be a good practice for you.